Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Leo, I'm here today with Alison, and we're going to be introducing you to the Spring Meadow Trend. So we're here with something really special for you today. We have our first trend of 2022. This is the Spring Meadow Trend, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure you will agree with me.
It's so gentle.
It is. It really is.
If you're a pastel fan,
this is the trend for you.
Definitely.
Absolutely. You may have seen this already in our magazine. I got to review this for the magazine and I had a whale of a time. Just a whole trend on my desk, and I just got to play and see what came out, and I
could just see your face when you were unpacking everything. So excited.
There's so much to it though. Should we have a look through some of the things we've got going on? Where should we start?
Absolutely.
Paper?
Start with the papers, because then you get a gist of the colours then.
So I'm going to bring these all in and we'll have a look at the whole palette first of all, and then we'll look at them in a little bit of a closer detail.
Absolutely.
Because when you lay these all out together, I think they look absolutely lovely. So we do have some patterned paper down here as well. Hopefully we can get all of this on.
There we are.
There we go. So you can see this is a very fresh, springy colour palette. You've got lots of tones of green, little pops of yellow.
Yeah.
Cream in here is beautiful.
It is. You know that meadow you want to be trotting through now? Well, this is it. In a box for you.
Absolutely. The hills are alive and all that.
Not if I got to sing, they're not. So we've got speciality. We've got a mirror card. So this has got a very gentle gold sheen to it.
Should we take them out of the packets? These are not stock ones. We can take them out.
Come on then.
Let's do it.
Let's whip all these.
These are actually ours. So we can have them.
We can. Let's get them all, is it? And I think if you haven't had the kit, I think this is your first peep of the ombre glitter.
Oh, yes, it is. So yeah, if you had the kit, I don't even remember which kit it was at this point, a couple of months ago, we had your sort of sneak peek of this trend, and you will have had a couple of these papers already as part of that.
There we go.
But if you wanted more, and I'm sure you probably did, if you're anything like me, one sheet probably wasn't enough for you. So now you can buy more.
I was going to say something there, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe Juan shouldn't come into this.
Maybe not. So
look at that.
Oh, this ombre glitter.
Talk about that first.
Yeah, we've got to. So this is a new product for us, this ombre glitter. And you can see, obviously, you have your beautiful ombre. So you've got a nice deep green up here, and it goes down to this really pretty green silver at the bottom.
Gorgeous.
But it is a smooth glitter. So obviously our normal glitter card, it has that kind of crunchy glitter feeling to it. And this isn't like that. It doesn't shed at all. It is amazing stuff. It cuts absolutely beautifully. And honestly, I just I'm sure we did this.
We saw it. We did.
When the kit came out as well, we were just stroking the glitter to try and show the difference.
But even this one,
I mean, that doesn't really
shed.
Yeah, I don't think we can say, because you might get a bit of glitter every now and again.
Very, very,
but very, very little. Yeah.
There's nothing there. No. And I've been using glitter
today. Yeah, I was going to say
there's a little bit there, but I think that's from upstairs. But there is nothing on my fingertips there.
So this is your, what do we have this one? This one is called Opalescent Green, your ombre glitter card, which is so gorgeous. Pretty. Can we just have a proper good close-up of all of the shine in there? Ooh, there we go. Love it.
But even if you see it on one of the projects, let me just bring this in. No, not that one.
Not that one? Which one?
There's one that's got quite a bit of it. That's it.
There we go.
Look at the ombre effect in that. So pretty.
So that's it. Depending on where you cut in it, you're obviously going to get all those different tones. So you can choose to have like a very green part. You can have that slightly middle section where it's changing. You could have more of the silver end. So there's a lot of different colours in one sheet.
What if you were cutting a panel for your card front? You know, this the whole panel. You could have all the colours in one. Really, really pretty.
That's it.
Then we've got this gorgeous sea salt green.
Oh, My new favourite colour, I think.
We are adoring this. So this is your classic card. So it's 216 GSM, plain on one side, linen effect on the other. This is going to come out all the time, I think.
It works already with so many of our existing colours as well.
It does.
Maybe we'll do a little, here's how we've used it.
Yes.
Some colour palettes, look out for those.
Absolutely.
We'll post some of that.
So here now, hopefully, I haven't got a regular silver, but hopefully you can see it's a very light gold shimmer over this.
So it's slightly yellowy and slightly greeny, depending on how, it's not an iridescent. Try the close-up camera, we'll see if we can get
it's
the colour on there. It's a silver
that would go with warmer tones. That's the only way I can explain it. I think
it's just reflecting. It's just reflecting what's on there, unfortunately.
This is one that you're going to have to see in person. And then we've got a speciality card in this double cream. And again, this has got a very, very soft linen finish, but a beautiful colour. Nice for boxes.
Yep.
I'm really loving this set.
And then the last one that we didn't mention by name is our Sherbet Lemon Glitter, which is just gorgeous. I love that it's such a bright yellow, but it's also got all of that iridescence in there as well, which I'll...
There's a little bit of green, a little bit of pink in there.
So hopefully you can see a little bit more of that.
That's very, very subtle.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different colours that are coming through in there as well. It's a beautiful colour. And I like that it just, in and amongst all of these, it gives that pop that you need. Even in a pastel palette, you still need something to give it a bit of a lift.
Yes. You've got to. Yeah, and that is definitely your lift.
Absolutely. We've also then got patterned papers. Now in the trend, these will be in a 6x6. These are just the ones that we currently have available to us to get our little hands on upstairs. So they're currently A4 that you can see here, but it just means you get to see more of the pattern.
Absolutely.
So again, obviously the tones all work very nicely with the trends. You've got this beautiful stripe on this side, and you've got these lovely little flowers on here, and I think these are so pretty.
I love those.
Yeah, and then a nice size for cutting as well. They're not too big of a pattern.
If you're making boxes, a small box, this would be a lovely size to fill your panel with.
Exactly. We've then got this really nice sort of crisscross pattern on here. Again, a nice cream and green going on. Let's try it. These are so, because they're so delicate,
they are
trying
really
to capture them is quite difficult. There we go. I think you can see it a bit better on that one. And then on the reverse of that, we have some little leaves, just some tiny little sprigs of leaves on there.
I think these will make lovely backgrounds on a card though.
We've also got this one. So again, you've got a little leaf pattern on there. Yeah, green and cream.
Very pretty.
And this one is very delicate. So probably this one I'm going to really struggle to get for you. So this is a cream.
I can see, yeah.
Just with a very faint yellow kind of zigzag pattern on there, which is very nice. And the last one then is...
This reminds me of cross stitch.
It does. It looks just like that. So you've got the sort of darker green stitch, and it's got a tiny little yellow dot in the middle really as well, pretty. Just to pick that up. And then the reverse side is another one that is slightly paler. So you've got that lemony colour in there again in just a spot. Love it.
So what are you going to make with these? Are they your colour palette?
Oh, yes,
Are these floating your boat?
Let us know. If you're already inspired, where has your mind taken you so far? But this is only the paper, and we've got so much more to show you. Let's, chuck those out the way. Where should we go next? Should we go...
Oh, should we go to the drops?
Let's. Love drops.
We love the drops. So we've got some little swatches, because sometimes the bottles... look a little bit different, don't they?
Yeah, so we've got 4. There's another one just in front of the easel there. Oh, there we go.
There.
So we've got 4 drops for you this time.
So we've got our vintage drop. Let me bring that forward there. Which is a matte drop. So this one is Winter Pearl. Winter Pear, sorry. Winter Pearl. Winter Pear. And that is a colour I would definitely be using. It almost reminds me of, the pampas grass colours.
Yes.
It's those very soft greens.
It's kind of got more of a blue tint to it, hasn't it? Which is
absolutely.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
It's very pretty.
So then we have a crystal drop, which gives you a glossy finish. So this one is eucalyptus leaf. So again, very pretty.
Very similar in tone. Yeah, so you've got basically a matte and a gloss in that, which I think is lovely that you've got basically the same
I was just going to say, I can see the backgrounds being mixed with these. Little drops of the both colours.
Yep, absolutely.
Then we have a jewel drop.
Oh, this is lovely as well.
This is gorgeous. This has just got the right amount of tint, I think, in this. And this is yellow iris. So this is a translucent drop that is always going to add that little bit extra, I think.
And it's got that really kind of fairly bright yellow to it. So even, I mean, obviously we've got it on white here, but you can actually see the yellow coming through.
You can.
Which I really like. But obviously if you put it on a darker card, you're going to see more of the undercolour of the card.
Yes. So the last one then, and this is our Aroma drops. And this is Magnolia Bloom.
This is very pretty.
So that's a lovely creamy colour that again is going to complement the greens and the yellows.
But it has that lovely floral scent.
It does.
Have you actually smelled that one yet?
I don't think I can smell it because of COVID.
Yeah, possibly
My smell
not.
is really dodgy.
Just for Alison does.
I haven't got
Not
COVID
currently,
now.
no,
I've had
no.
COVID in the past.
We've all got a touch of COVID nose, unfortunately, so our sense of smell has not returned fully.
I can smell a tiny little bit.
It it reminds me of, did you just drop
Going over my
something?
shoulder. Sorry.
It reminds me of jasmine.
Caught you.
Have you? Oh, it's fine. I'll clean off. So it reminds me of jasmine. It's just a really pretty floral scent. And with your aroma drops, they're going to be something that you add onto a card. So when you open an envelope, you just get that kind of waft of scent.
That lovely waft.
Which I think is a lovely thing. You know, if you're sending someone a handmade hug in an envelope, to add in that fragrance with it as well, it's going to be absolutely lovely.
If your card is flowers as well, and you've got that floral smell as the card is opened.
Pop them in the centres maybe, so as you can literally smell the flowers.
Absolutely.
So that is your drops. Where should we go next? Ink?
Yes.
So I've got those next. So we have a set of 3 new hybrid inks for you.
I love a set of inks because you know they're all going to work together. So this set, there we are. Do you want to hold them up?
Yeah, let me see if I can get all 3 of these in my hand at the same time. Whoa, there we go.
So we have Burma Jade,
which is your darker green here.
We have Silver Sage,
which is your paler sort of mid-green.
And we have French Macaroon,
which is this very beautiful shade.
Very gentle, isn't it?
It is.
Very gentle.
So we use this, when we use this in the kit, we used it for kind of distressing the edges of things. It's going to be a perfect shade for that.
Absolutely.
It's also then going to be great for like no-line watercolouring and things where you don't want to see the edge of your stamped image behind your colouring.
That's a stunning image. That really is.
Exactly. So it's it kind of looks weird stamped. But I also think it would make really pretty kind of background stamping as well.
I think with stencils it would be lovely.
Yeah, add a bit of
because you're going to have a bigger area and you're going to see it then. It's going to make that a little bit of a pop.
Absolutely. So those are your inks.
And these are hybrid inks. I've forgotten to tell you that. So that means they will work with your watercolours as well as your alcohol markers. So we want to see what you were doing with
them. Very versatile with that. We've got some embossing powder. We've got a brand new one. Have. And this is in frayed leaf. Beautiful again.
That's
soft
very
shade.
Soft, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very
That's the term that keeps coming to mind.
But the whole palette is very
gentle.
Yeah, exactly. It is a really nice colour palette, like say, a very good pastel one.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I can see this being used a lot.
Yes, definitely.
Not just by us.
Not just by us, but we are going to be using it a lot. What have you got? Shimmer Spray?
So we've got a Sparke Spray.
That's the one. Shimmer Spray. I was looking at Shimmer Powder and you were picking up Sparkle Spray. So we've got a bit of both, yes.
So this Sparkle has got a bit of gold in it. There's a bit of pink.
That's in the Shimmer Powder.
Oh, that's the Shimmer Powder.
We've confused ourselves now.
I know.
So, Sparkle Spray. Cream gold, and again it's a very not soft gold, but it's a very gentle gold. It's not very yellowy. It kind of has that creamy colour to it. It's not a really...
It's not a brassy gold, though, is it?
It's not. It's very subtle.
And it's going to give that a little bit of a lift.
Absolutely. Very pretty colour. And then we will talk about the shimmer powder.
See, this has got a little bit of pink in it. I knew one of them does.
There we go. There's that. So you've got a shimmer powder in Ivory Willow. So the main colour of this... Look at the
sheen.
Isn't it gorgeous?
As you tilt that, you really pick up that sheen.
The main colour is kind of a soft, buttery yellow and gold. But then the splits in this, you've got pink, you've got green, there's little bits of blue in there and orange. And I tried to cut the best piece out of this for you to see as much of the colour as possible. But if you've ever played with shimmer powder, you know that every time you use it, you're going to get a slightly different result.
But that looks like... You know those out of focus pictures? That is a meadow just on that, on that page there.
So a nice background. You could just imagine it at the bottom, with then some layered up foliage and other flowers over the top. That would be really pretty.
You've created your background without doing anything.
Absolutely. Love it. You know I love a bit of shimmer powder.
You do.
We've got a couple of new mousses for you as well. So we have both a chalk mousse and a glacier paste. Do you like one?
I will have that one.
There we go.
So this is your chalk mousse. So this mousse is very matte. It's very soft and buttery.
Are we?
There we go.
There we
Move along. There we go.
We've got our point on here, and we've clearly got so much there. It's too much for the point.
Too much. Yeah, 2 mousses.
So again, this is going to create your backgrounds. If you've got a stencil, what about a little bit of this on the corner of a stencil? Add a little bit of focus around the outside of your card or your box, whichever you're choosing. I think you're going to love it.
It's really nice. And then I have a glacier paste. This one is in the shade Lightning Bug. So you've got that beautiful bright yellow colour on there with all of that gorgeous mica shimmer that you get from our glacier paste.
I didn't tell you the colour. It's Herb Garden.
Herb Garden. And it's a perfect name for that.
It is.
It really is.
It reminds me of an oregano colour.
It does.
It's that earthy green.
Yeah.
But still pastel shade.
Absolutely. And then, what else do we have? Oh, we haven't even finished.
I think I've done all mine by you.
Have you? There we go. Look at the pure sheen then.
I love these. I love them. Look at the new bottles. Look at the new shape on the bottles. Look at these are going to be all on your shelf because you're going to want to look at these. They're not going to be in a drawer.
No.
These are going to be on your shelf because they almost look like they're a perfume bottle.
They do. Let's start with, so I'll start on your side. So we have, first of all, you've got, this is called Apple Flower. So it's these teeny tiny little green flowers. So we've done a big sprinkle of them across the middle and then we've picked a couple out of the bottom just so you can see the shape of them.
Because I think you're going to do both with those.
Yes.
I think you're going to pick out a couple as decoration, but you're also going to put a big whoosh of them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very pretty. We then have, I love this glitter. And it looks, so this is the bottle. If I just turn this around so you can see the bottle versus the swatch. Because we looked at this
totally
and we were
different.
Like, whoa, that glitter is bright, but it's really not. It really isn't. It is a beautiful lemon colour, but not like a really bright in your face lemon.
That is your buttery though, isn't it? Very, very pretty.
Like that one. And then finally we have some sequins for you as well. And this is in cannoli cream. And you do have multiple sizes in this.
Absolutely. Because you don't always want a big sequin, see, do you?
Sometimes a little drop is nice.
For centre flowers, they're tiny. I don't know whether you can pick them out on there.
Oh,
let me show you.
Being brave.
I know. Brave. Well, they're on the top here. This is the tiniest of the sequins.
Can you see it on here? I don't know.
I don't even know if you will. Oh,
it's so tiny.
Can you see it there?
You can just see that.
Look how teeny tiny it is. These shapes here are 1/4 of an inch.
Not even.
And it's not even 1/8 of an inch. No. But the bigger ones then, there's a bigger one. Oh, there's the next one. And I think there's a bigger one again, if I remember rightly. Look at me being brave.
You are very.
I know.
Although you've already got drops all over me, so I won't cover the floor in sequins, you know.
No, that's the one. There we are. So you've got 3 sizes. So there's your 3 sizes. And they are quite markedly different as well.
But in your classic sequin shape as well.
Absolutely.
Very much like.
And it could be that you're someone that does, you know, the eggs that you use with sequins, that you pin in the centre of them.
Yep.
These could be layered up and then you get those nice domed effects. Very pretty. I'll pop over there.
Just sweep them to one side.
You never saw that, did you?
If you could see the floor under the desk.
Oh, my word.
It would tell tales. Finally then, we have some new washi tape. So this is the Spring Meadow washi tape for you. So I've just cut a couple of the strips off so you can see them again.
Show us your card with the washi tape. Have I got it?
I think, yes, you have.
Look at this idea for using washi tape. So tell us how you made that.
How did I? Oh, it's been months since I made this. Give me just a second while I double check.
Look at me dropping you under the best thing.
Okay, so what I did many months ago when I made this card, I literally stuck the washi tape onto just regular smooth white cardstock in rows. I then cut it up into varying width strips and then staggered them over the front of the card to give you that kind of mosaic feel.
Clever idea. Look at you go.
I do remember how I did.
If you'd asked me, I wouldn't have had a clue.
I'm trying to think what else I've used on this. So I've used the embossing powder then on the little leaves, this flowery spray here. And I've actually painted in the jewel drop into the flower in there to give it a little bit of shine. Sheen. And then I've layered up the sentiment, so I've cut it both in the sea salt green in the background, and then I've done a double adhesive cut and glittered it for the top layer.
Beautiful.
And there's a couple of those little sequins just dotted around the edge of the cards as well.
Nice idea to use your washi tape like that, I think.
It's a different way of doing it. It actually doesn't look like washi tape on the card.
It doesn't.
Then. It looks completely different. But yeah, I really liked how that turned out.
Very pretty.
We do.
And then we got ribbon.
Oh yes, we've not even mentioned that. Sat in the front of us. It's because I didn't get to play with these. They weren't available when I had the trend, unfortunately. So we have 2 ribbons with this trend. And this one, I mean, hello, don't we all just love organza ribbon?
Gorgeous.
So this
tie in a box with organza ribbon.
Yes, absolutely.
That is luxury.
This is a 16mm wide, and it's this beautiful bright, that way, yellow. It's called mellow yellow. It's not very mellow. I would say it's not quite as mellow as it really is. It is a bright pop of colour. But because it is organza and you have that kind of translucency to it, it's not too
It never looks that bright.
No, exactly. Obviously on the reel it looks very, but in real life when you've just got the 1 or 2 layers, not so much. But I love that. Again, it gives you that pop of colour against all of the soft colours that we've got. And then we have one of our double satin ribbons. This is a 3mm wide, and this one is in sage green.
I love this colour.
Yeah, which is really pretty. And again, is going to go very nicely with everything that we have shown you so far. Very nice indeed. And ties bows. So nice. It's so soft.
A dream. Yeah. And we make a lot of dies that make small gift boxes. So this is perfect for those boxes. If that's what you're planning to make with your range, then this is what you need.
Indeed it is. So we do have a couple of other sort of sample projects. What have we got?
Oh, show us your wreath.
Oh, okay.
I love your wreath.
So this was sort of the first thing that I made, and I basically just cut a load of stuff in all of the different papers to see how it worked. And I actually used some vellum, and I actually put shimmer powder onto the vellum, which just gives them a tiny little hint of colour and that shine on there. All of the foil. I even put some sequins into the flower centres as well. So just a big blob of hot glue on your glass mat or your messy mat. Tip your sequins over the top and let it dry. Pick away any that aren't stuck, and I use them as a flower centre. So that was my first sort of play, my inspiration, if you like, to see where I wanted to go next.
That is a nice colour palette. You've seen all of it by then. You've seen how it all works together. So yes, it is a pastel shade. But it is a gorgeous pastel shade.
We've also got then obviously a couple of cards that came from the kit. So when we showed off this trend in the kit, you've got then obviously you can see that really beautiful bright glitter card on there. I love how this looks. And what have you got on that one?
So this is the Glacier Paste. So, let me bring it forward. If I tilt it, you can see the background. That is so pretty.
I really like that.
And then you can see how soft that gold is as well, the mirror card.
Yeah, very pretty.
It's only when I tilt it that you see that real brightness there.
Very nice.
So what else have I got? This was another one from the kit. And again, when you look at it, sometimes you think, oh, that's a little bit maybe too gentle for me. But I think this is nice and bright. It's made the most of the bright yellow in there, added in that lovely, lovely green. I think this is definitely a colour palette I would be using.
Yeah, for sure. I've got another one here. So this is one of the ones that went into the magazine as well. So you may have already seen this. So you've got both the Glacier Paste and the chalk mousse through the stencil. I've got the double cream specialty card back here, and I've embossed the sentiment with the embossing powder, and then all of the drops around the edges. So I think I've mixed up the Aroma drop and the vintage drop on that one.
But other than drying time, that's a quick card to make, isn't it?
Yep, very quick.
You know, you've made your background and that's it, off to go. Put your sentiment on.
Sentiment across the middle, job done. Super simple, and that is a big card as well.
Absolutely. That's one to sign for the office.
Oh yeah, I'll be going around for someone's birthday, so if you see that, this is where it's come from.
Well, have we got another one? Oh yeah, another two there.
So this one has the ombre glitter on the front of there. And like I said, you know, this obviously is from the kit, so some of the foil in here, or the mirror card, is our current range. It's not part of the trend, but we just wanted to bring out some pieces to show you how the trend does fit in really nicely.
How it works together.
With what we've currently got as well. I really like that one. And they've even got, so the yellow mirror card behind it, the sherbet lemon, has been really softened by putting it as a background. It's not quite so, it's still a pop, but not quite so much of a pop.
That's right. So there are ways of accentuating the colour that you want to see, and ways of popping it to the background as well. Absolutely. And I think that shows it perfectly.
It really does. Really does.
I was really wondering what word you were going to use as the opposite to accentuate then.
Oh.
I was betting on a decentuate.
No, you just take it back to the background.
You definitely do.
So what are you thinking about this colour trend? What are you planning?
Hopefully it has inspired you to get into your craft room and create. And we've got a lot of different bundles depending on what kind of things you like to do. So definitely go and have a look on the website and see what grabs your fancy, or just put the whole collection into your basket, which is what I'm going to be doing personally, because I love the whole lot. Like I say, I was in this for an entire week, and I was just idea after idea after idea once I'd started.
Oh yes, you were, weren't you? Your desk was covered and off we went.
It was very messy. Very messy.
But fun.
Very fun, absolutely. So yeah, don't forget, if you are a kit subscriber, you do also get your 10% discount code on our website. So if you want to pick up the whole lot with your discount code, do that. And you can pay in installments as well.
Brilliant.
Love that.
Brilliant.
So ShopPay, ClearPay and PayPal are available to you.
So don't forget, click and subscribe, and you'll get a little email then every time we go live. Whatever is going on at Tonic, we can tell you.
Yeah, make sure you do that. That's that little ding notification button just over there,
or
down here, somewhere around the screen. You'll see that. Make sure you hit that, because we do pop up live from time to time.
We do
catch you unawares. You never know.
We even come from the craft room.
We do that. So yeah, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, do join on that. I'm sure Alex will pop a link into the description or somewhere under the video for you, so you can join us. You can then tag us in your makes, show us what you're making with this beautiful new trend, because I'm sure there are going to be lots of lovely makes coming our way very soon.
I think so.
Looking forward to seeing them.
But we're also on Twitter.
We are.
We're on Instagram. We're on Pinterest. So you'll see us everywhere.
Tag us wherever you want and we will find your makes and come and have a look and see what you've been up to.
We will.
Hope to see you again soon.
Happy crafting.
Happy crafting.